You ain't gotta look for me, cause I'm an engine search. Big thunder god, I may go and bless a church. G-Tie.
Big watch, big rocks, big drop, big chain, big knots, big stocks, big blocks, big name. 6 mops, 6 shots, like Jordan, 6 rings, 6 ops, 6 yachts, big glock, big bang. I need me a big name, I need me a big chain.
What are you saying?
You think I'm insane? It's all in the membrane.
How they was playing?
Shorty got big bank, shorty want big name.
Shorty want man.
It start with a big flame, then end with a big bang.
The mayor.
These niggas, they switch, they sell, they sold. What's happening, everybody? You can call me Carl Watts, and you are watching Thunder God, Heroes, Anime. I had to change it. It was comics and anime, but you know, to make my channel a little bit more unique, I changed it to Heroes. But today, on Fantasy Matchups, Anime Edition, we gonna have the one and only Kaido, the Journey of 100 Beast Pirates. You know, the strongest creature in the world, self-proclaimed One Piece, versus Edward Newgate, Whitebeard himself. Yonko versus Yonko. Battle extravaganza. So who we got today? Before I get to my pick, I'm going to go over each area where a character has an edge, or a character, you know, gives up an edge. 1, durability. Who got that? None other than Kaido himself. The main very interest was shown trying to kill himself for fun. Dude was shown to, you know, make weapons break upon contact without even doing anything. They sentenced that man to death and couldn't even kill him. That's what crazy durability. Dude was almost like the One Piece version of Superman. You know how they described him when he first appeared. Jumped off the air terminal or sky terminal, 10,000 feet. I mean 10,000 meters, which was 30,000, roughly 30,000 feet, a little over 30,000 feet, and landed. Only got a minor headache. Now let's compare that to Whitebeard, who was seen injured multiple times with simple weaponry from characters who are not very powerful, like Squall. Who was he? What he did? He two barreled down. When he died, he was you know, impaled several times, shot with several cannonballs, gunfire in the third from a lot of normal power characters. So I'm gonna have to get a durability edge to Kaido. Number 2, speed/reaction time. Once again, from what we've been shown, I'm gonna have to give the edge to Kaido. He was shown to be able to blitz Luffy in Gear 4 after learning the future sight observation hockey from fighting Kaido. I mean Katakuri. Remember the little rumor that Katakuri was Kaido's son? Good days. But yeah, after fighting Katakuri, he got future sight, and Kaido was still able to blitz him. Now we haven't really seen Whitebeard move too fast, but we've only really seen him in his old age. But he hasn't really been shown as a blitzing type character. So, another edge for Kaido. Number 2, and that'll be Arsenal. Toolbox. I had to get an edge to Kaido again. Whitebeard's Guru, while Guru know me, while very powerful, you know, it's really just him controlling Earth, the earthquakes. Now he can put, you know, earthquake shields around his fist to imbue it with quaking power when he punches somebody. His power is extremely large scale, but it's not as varied as Kaido, who can turn into a dragon, can really basically fly as that dragon, can project heat, wind, and lightning. So I think Kaido's power set is a little more versatile. His arsenal is a little more varied, bigger toolbox. Number 4, and that'll be, I almost forgot my list, intelligence/strategy. Who has it up here? And with that area, I'm gonna have to say it's a tie, because while Kaido was shown in more on-screen battles. Was referred to as a general of the 100 Beast Pirates. Led had Odin, pretty much duped and had him stalling for time because Kaido's army really wasn't ready yet to overcome the entirety of Wano. So he, him and Orochi, they did what villains do. They used their mind and bought themselves some time to build up their army. And while we haven't really seen Whitebeard do that, Kaido has shown a lot of crash out. We call it crashing out where I'm from. Crashing out, just doing stuff without much thought. Going with your move. Another thing we say where I'm from. I guess he's so durable and just so bloodlust that he'll just jump into something. And we've seen Whitebeard be able to talk things out. And use his wisdom. So while Kaido has shown more his strategy, we've seen more wisdom from Whitebeard. So for intelligence / strategy, I'm gonna have to say it's a tie. Now, 5 feats. And in this aspect, I'm gonna have to go Whitebeard. We have yet to see Kaido do anything is crazy, wow, out your body like Whitebeard. You remember the Marineford arc when he grabbed the very sky itself and turned the very sky itself and everything went topsy-turvy. The island, the ships near the island, the water near the island. That's one of the biggest power, if not the biggest power display in One Piece yet. And we haven't really seen Kaido do anything on that level. Now he lifted Onigashima with the flame clouds while he fought the Scabbards and Luffy. Now that's very impressive, but Onigashima is much smaller than Marineford. So feats, I'm gonna have to give it to Whitebeard. 6. What's 6? I don't remember what 6 is. 6, so damn. Okay. 6. Stamina / endurance, or endurance / stamina. Who can endure more? And in that area, I initially thought Kaido, but it might have to be a tie because Whitebeard in his prime was shown to clash with Roger himself and his crew versus Roger crew for several days. And after that clash, they really only had a few little minor dings and scrapes. And there were several days back to back, non-stop fighting. Even through a party after. That's how good his stamina was. But as an advanced age on Marineford, we gotta remember Marineford, he was declining. He was on his deathbed pretty much before Marineford. And we seen Kaido as a endurance stamina tank on the Onigashima raid. We seen him fight Luffy, the 5 red scabbards. Why I keep saying 5 red scabbards? The 9 red scabbards. The 5 members, that's why I said 5. 5 members of the worst generation. Kid, Killer, Law, Zoro, and Luffy himself at the same time. Now he did have help from Big Mom, but several times in that fight, Kaido was like, hey, run that shit. Let me see what you got. All 5 of y'all. Let's run it. I want all the smoke. And he took all the smoke and returned most smoke. And this was several times in the battle. It wasn't just 2 on 2, 2 on 5 all the time. Kaido fought all 5 by himself several times during the battle. After fighting the 9 red scabbards and the rest of the minks and what have you. And the 2 leaders of the minks. And his own child, Yamato, who is a powerhouse in their own right. So, stamina, endurance, I have to say a tie. Number 7. And number 7 is, I can't remember what number 7 is. Oh, strength. Number 7 is strength. Who is the strongest? And in that area, I'm gonna have to say a tie once again because neither character was shown to. Why they shown to be big and look like bodybuilders, look like Adonises, super Adonises. They were never really shown to lift much. Kaido went crazy, bat people all of their shit with their combo. You know, went ballistic with it. One shot, gear forth Luffy with it. And Whitebeard was shown to. Now I guess he showed some strength when he was tossing around that giant and he did that up close earthquake on his face. But most of the time they shown using a double fruit and or a weapon. So we haven't really seen too much out of them in the strength category. But one is named the strongest creature and one is named the strongest man in the world. So I'm gonna have to say it's a tie on that. And last but not least, power output, destructive capability of that character. And I'm gonna have to give that edge to Whitebeard. Now while Kaido was more versatile, the man Whitebeard lifts and flips islands for fun. The man was said, his power was said to be great enough to be able to destroy the very earth itself. You know, and that's crazy. And they had to kill him too, so obviously he wouldn't do it. But just that scope of your power, that's some crazy shit, man. That's wild to me. That's wild. Kaido was shown lifting that island, like I said. He was shown his Burrow Blast, you know, shown to destroy areas, mountain-sized areas. I'm sure he probably could destroy an island, but he wasn't shown to have the destructive output of the Guru no Mi. So, with that being said, my conclusion on the winner between Prime Kaido and Prime Whitebeard, I might have to say a tie. Now, it's hard for me to really imagine Prime Kaido beating Prime Whitebeard because they Prime don't really match up. When we saw Kaido at his prime, Whitebeard was dead. When we saw Whitebeard at his prime, Kaido was an adult. He was like in his 20s, 30s. But he seemed much more powerful now than when he fought Odin. But both of their matchups against Odin banged it out with Kaido. Couldn't win either way. When he fought Whitebeard sent him packing. So it's really hard to tell, you know, because they primes went at the same time. But at the peak of their powers, I feel like it'll be a pretty even match. Whoever wins is going to have to work for it. They probably going to lose limbs. They might even die themselves after the battle is ended. But it's really hard to give one the edge over the other with, you know, how they primes match up. I'm sorry I couldn't give y'all a definite conclusion. You know, sign off in the comments. You know, Team Whitebeard, Team Kaido, you know. But this is today's episode of Fantasy Matchups. And you can call me Carl Watts. Thunder God Heroes of Anime. Thunder God out.
Big watch, big rocks, big drop, big chain, big knots, big stocks.